sacrifice throws. We will work on one of my favorites, sacrifice throws. We call a sacrifice throw any throw you need to take a risk of putting your back on the mat in order to accomplish the takedown, okay? I use this one very much when I'm sparring on my feet and my partner pushes forward. That's when I use that throw I just did, okay? Place your grips, strong hand on the collar. He does the same. Control his elbow. He does the same. We're with our feet parallel. And a lot of times he wants to push forward. The minute he pushes forward, instead of fighting back, I will allow him to drive his weight forward, and I will not even step. I will actually drop on my knee. He was pushing forward, but now I am also using my body weight to bring all his weight forward. So he's getting off balance. When I bring my hip down on the mats, he will be completely off balance. The only way he could keep balance here was going to be by pulsing his hand over there. Okay? My right foot is right behind his knee. And if he tries to pulse his hand, it will be impossible because I'm pushing his hand close to his knee. That's a very important detail on that sacrifice throw, that you push the elbow close to the knee. As with my right hand, I am pulling the collar. So my right hand is pulling him right here. When he tries to push the hand, it's stuck. That's why he falls. Very important detail, do not fall with your back flat. Note that I will fall on my left shoulder. My kick just came in to finish the throw. A really good transition here is to post your foot close to the belt and drive your knee on the belly. This throw works really well in competition. What many of the competitors do, they try to push you off the competition area. Your reaction is to push back. That's when they step, but instead of push with the foot, they will do with their knees and bring your weight forward. So they're just helping you pushing even more. So you get off balance, they hook behind your knee, they get your elbow close to your leg right here, and they fall on your left shoulders. Really good transition. Step near to the belt and in the belly. Sacrifice throw 2x guard. We'll use this one in case we are sparring on our feet. We might encounter a real flexible person that will post his foot far away and will not fall on our first attempt. Okay, so I'm here. We will start on our feet, grips in place, and he's pushing forward. The minute he pushes, I will not force against him. I'll just step back. I will not post with my foot, but with my knee. Continue pulling his elbow and his collar so he's off balance. Hook behind the knee. At this time, when I push his elbow close to his leg, and I am driving his collar in a way that his weight is going right there, you might find a real flexible person here that will manage extending this foot all the way there and keeping balance. Watch. That's when you work on your transition to the X guard. Immediately, you release the elbow and grab right here, underneath the leg. Use your bottom leg to bring your hips right underneath his hip. That's a very important detail. If you place your hip on a proper position, meaning right underneath his hip, you will not muscle at all to get him off balance and to accomplish your sweep, okay? Gira, 360. My left foot will come underneath and will hook on his leg. That's why this position is called the X guard, because of this position I have my feet. It's like an X, hooking his leg. That grip right above the knee, my right hand on the collar. Now, with my hips underneath his hip, look, I can play with his balance. I am not muscling at all. Next step, I will extend my legs, making him post. All his weight is going on his left foot. He will not fall. He has really good balance on top. But his weight is helping me sit up. That's when I can post. My left foot's posting as well. Can even drop my leg. Of course, that transition has to be fast. From here to here. Let's say he has a really good balance. He manages to keep his balance. Okay? That's when you will push right here and you will pull right above his knee. I'm rotating his knee towards that direction. Okay? Then I step back. For sure he will fall. Right after he falls, make sure to have your knee here as a shield. He might try a submission attempt on your arm. You want to shrink your elbow and you're ready to pass his guard. One more time. On my feet, strong hand on the collar, controlling his elbow. He will push, knee down, hips down. I pull with my grips as I hook behind the knee. I lay on my left shoulder, not with my back flat. My right hand is driving his weight over there as I push his elbow down. The only way he found to keep some balance, he was super flexible. He did manage stepping forward with this foot. That's when I made a hook with my left hand. I'm using my bottom foot to pull myself in. And now my hip is right underneath his hip. Okay? X guard, meaning that my left hook comes underneath and traps his leg. See? I'm not muscling at all. I can play with his body weight here, no problem. Most times, when you extend his leg, he falls right away. But let's say he has a really good balance. Okay, I encourage you to drill that technique all the way up to post in your hand, post in your foot, hip up, work on your technical lift. Belly button down, base. You can squat down, okay, to help your partner keep in balance. That's a good work for him as well. He's working on his balance as you're working on your sweep. Okay, if you're too tall, he may fall. As I am pulling his knee outside and driving here, I step back with my left foot. Watch. My right knee is a shield, just in case he's pulling my arm, trying a triangle or arm lock. No way, no way. My knee is there to protect. And I am in good shape to pass his guard. Okay, one more time. Let's tie everything together. Feet parallel, strong hand on his collar, controlling his elbow. He's pushing forward. I will step back. Instead of posting my foot, I'll post my knee. I'll sit down on my hips and continue pulling with my grips so all his weight is forward. Hook behind the knee. When I fall my left shoulder and drive, he's really off balance. But he's very flexible. He did manage stepping forward and somehow keeping his balance. From here, we will link the sacrifice throw to the X guard. I release the elbow, grip underneath the leg. The next step is a very important detail. Don't try to muscle with your left arm here. Use your bottom leg to pull yourself underneath. Ideally, you want to place your shoulder underneath the leg and your hip right underneath his hip. Once you're here and you place the hook, that's my left foot going underneath and locking the X. We call X the position of my feet. I am trapping his leg. If I do it right, see, I will not muscle at all to play with his balance, to play with his weight here. The next step is to extend my legs and release the collar. This way, all his weight went on his left foot. See, his body weight is even helping me stand up. Then I can post my hand and I can post my left foot. I'm not muscling at all here. All his weight is on his left foot and on his hands. Of course, that transition is to be done fast, with speed, okay? Hip up and the technical lift. See, I turn my belly button down, good balance and come up. I encourage you to drill that position all the way. You might find someone with a real good balance that will keep his balance all the way to the last step. The last step is here. When you pull his knee outside, you push his chin. At the same time, you step back. Then for sure he will fall. I will bring my right knee forward. That's a shield. That's a protection for my right arm. In case he tries to grab my arm for a submission, my knee is right there for protection. I am in good shape to start passing his guard. Spider sweep 1. We will control the spider guard, holding the sleeves, feet on the biceps, and from here we will sweep, okay? Let's break it down. We call the spider guard when we are controlling both sleeves. Make sure not to place your thumb inside. That's an illegal grip for jiu-jitsu. Thumb to the outside, okay? The way you place your feet will vary. So, right now I have my feet on his biceps. When I am halfway to that sweep we are studying, I'll have my right foot on the hip. At the end, my right foot will kick his knee, helping get his balance away. Controlling the sleeves. When you step on his biceps, it's very important that you step low on the biceps. If you step high, closer to the shoulder, you will not control his arm as much. He can close his elbow. He can try to escape. Low on the biceps gives you a much better control of his arms, okay? We will start right here. Feet low on his biceps. Next step, you will pick a foot, take off the biceps, and step on the hip. I chose my right foot for that, okay? I will use my right foot on the hip to help me escape my hip. That's the best angle to finalize that sweep. My right foot goes on the knee and make a push. He gets off balance. And now the last step is to use my left foot to push his arm, as if I want to push his elbow higher than his head. That's what will really get him to fall. Look. Couple more details, okay? You have the sleeve, feet low on the biceps. You will pick a side, step on the hip. By using the foot on the hip, you move your own hip to the side, stay on your shoulder. You should not stay with your back flat on the mats, but on your shoulder. See, I am on my right shoulder here. That will add power to the sweep. Another detail is my right hand on the sleeve will be pulling his arm in all the time. Now we will go. Push the knee and at the same time push the elbow. When he falls, I'll not release the sleeve. To stand up, I'll simply use my right elbow. Now I take my foot away from the biceps and then I go for the mount. If possible, place your knees high underneath the armpit. That will make it very hard for him to keep his arms on a safe position. Joelhada. Spider guard sweep 2. This time I will be controlling the sleeves, but my partner will stay on his feet. Spider guard position, feet on the biceps, and from here we'll attack. Controlling the sleeves, feet low on his biceps. I will pick a side, take my foot off the biceps and step on the hip. Using my foot on the hip, I will escape my own hip and stay on my side. From here we will go, okay? The foot on the hip will get off and hook low on his calves. See the hook coming outside and staying behind the calves. I will release the sleeve. My right hook on his leg will help my head to get close to his left foot. Watch, I'm using this foot to help me go there. Once here, it'll be easy to grab inside the leg and on the pants. The last step is to pull his arm down. I need to bend my left leg a little bit and now push with my left leg towards my left shoulder. Look, so I'm pushing with my left leg to that direction over there. That's when he will fall. And because I'm holding his pants, as he falls, he stands me up. Okay, so one more time. Spider guard control, feet on the biceps. One foot on the hip and hip escape. Hook on the leg, and that hook will help me get close enough to his left foot so I can hold it. Very important detail here. It's not a problem if he decides to pass my guard this way. Passa aqui, bota o joelho na barriga. He actually made a mistake. He should not try that with his biceps trapped by my left foot. I'll use the same sweep. I'll go underneath, grab the pants, and do the same. It'll be even easier to get him off balance, okay? Couple of other details here. Control, hip escape, hook, get close enough so you can reach. Gira pra cá. Now, remember, bend your leg and push over there. He cannot stay in balance because my foot will not allow him to step forward. That's why he's falling. Right after he falls, my left foot was on the biceps. I will bend and I will step. My grip on his leg is helping me come up. And you're here. Can work on your transition to knee in the belly. Can work on your transition to side mount.